How dare the president do this?
I mean, how dare he? I do declare the president has given me the vapors. These cheeks are not, in fact, chubby. He is storing up evil for the winter. Hey, take it down a notch, Whitebeard. You're a staff and a cloak away from getting tenure at Hogwarts, buddy.
Jon Stewart. We have several tweets to King's Things.
See, this is a problem.
Twitter.
News people shouldn't be going, we've got some tweets. It's like you walked out in the middle of this and said, I was in the bathroom and a guy mentioned to me, you know.
Well, these are human beings and they're tweeting us. Do you have no respect for them?
No.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know who they are. They could be anybody. They could be pretending to be who the hell knows who they are.
Here's where they are.
Right.
They're asking this. What you thought about CNN, firing Rick Sanchez after he called you a bigot.
Now, was that 140 characters? Because that sounded like a lot more than 140 characters. It sounded like somebody sent you a double or a triple tweet.
It may have been a double tweet.
How can we tell? We're on a news program and you're saying to me, so there's a tweet.
Okay.
Couldn't you have thought of that? But isn't that a question you probably could have thought of yourself?
I would have asked, but we'd like to involve the audience. It's a gimmick.
All right.
Okay. Well, what do you think?
Should they have fired him for that? No.
No, you think they made a mistake?
Oh, with the crap you guys have put on over the last 10 years? What, are you kidding me? Fire somebody if you don't think they're doing a good job as a news person. This whole idea that people, you know, they fired a woman for tweeting something on her thing, on her blog. They fired Sanchez for saying what he said. I think it's absolute insanity. I think that this idea that people have to be held to account for everything that comes out of their mouths as far as their livelihoods are concerned. Does he do a good job? Were you pleased with his job, or was it an excuse to get rid of him in a manner?
What did you think of the job he was doing?
He's a ham. I mean, I wasn't crazy about the show. Do you think I want to see a newsman get tased and then get into a car and drive it into a river and be like, this is how you get out? What? What are you doing? But
were you not hurt by him calling you that? Personally hurt?
No, I was not personally hurt by him calling me a bigot. I make jokes about people for a living. If that's the least, you'd hear what people call me when I'm walking home. You have no idea the vitriol that comes my way on a daily basis. Bigot. I almost wanted to hug him and go, really, you think? That
why?
Nice?
Frankly, I'll show you openly. Why do you pick on...
and again, the idea that they would have fired him for calling me a bigot, I wish I think if that's the reason, hire him back tomorrow. Because my feeling is when he said, there was the thought that he had said that Jews control the media and that maybe that would have ruffled some feathers, that they felt like that was... But
maybe that was the reason.
Okay, but even that, I'm sorry, that is a nasty thing to say. I don't think he actually means that, but I don't think that's a fireable offense. I think, unless it's, if you criticize your bosses sometimes, but even that.
Why do you pick on CNN so much?
You're terrible.
Why are you here?
I like you.
You set me apart from the network I work at.
You're all people. It's not that, the reason why I picked... I didn't drive Crossfire. Okay. Again, I became an easy excuse for people up top who wanted to get rid of a show that was sort of low-ranked to do that. Believe me, if I had that kind of power in the world, we'd live in a much different world. Cancer would be ice cream. The idea that CNN has this infrastructure, they have all this international reach, they have all this technology, and it sometimes feels squandered. That's all. Squandered opportunity. That's all I'm saying.
What do you make of Fox?
I think brilliantly authoritative. They know what they're doing. People would take well to heed how tenacious they are, how bold they are. They express editorial authority. I think they're wrong, but I appreciate that they're trying. And, I don't think it's a right and left thing. I don't think that's what's going to be important. I think CNN has an opportunity to be a real arbiter. But being a real arbiter means taking a stand, not just having people on, you're on the left, you're on the right. That's like having people on in the cola wars. You're from Pepsi, you're from Coke. What do you think? I think we taste great. I think we taste great. That's all the time we have. Both terrific points of view. It's about being authoritative, about earning credibility. And CNN, more than anybody has the infrastructure to be able to accomplish that. And instead, they make a holographic Jessica Yellen, and they just make her come up as a holograph on election night. Do you remember that?
Yeah, once they did that.
Well.
But Fox, you think they're fair and honest in reporting?
What? No. God, no.
But that's their motto.
What? That's their motto?
Yes.
Well, that's a complete lie.
Okay.
No, I think they're tenacious. I think they are confident, and they are showing the model of how to build an organization that believes in something. I think what they believe, I think it is wrong-headed for a news organization. I think they've built an incredible political organization, really effective political organization.
So it's a political organization.
Yes, that's right.
We'll be right back.
When I was a kid.
Jon Stewart is the host of A Night of Too Many Stars. It's an overbooked concert for autism education. It airs tomorrow night on Comedy Central. Yeah. Here is a sneak peek.
3,000, 4,000.
I see only men so far. Are there any women?
4,500, 8,000, 9,000. There's two of you now. It is at $10,000.
Who here thinks this is a great cause tonight? Raise your hand.
11,000. $10,000. It's against you two ladies. You could go together.
Can I tell you something? What about that? What about a joint, if I may offer a menage a trois experience on stage? Two people, because he has two hands.
It's true.
He does have, you do have two hands.
I do. I could make it work.
Now, half of it's on tape, half of it's live.
Yeah, what we do
You're
is...
here to do the live part tomorrow.
We're here to do the live part tomorrow. The live part tomorrow is with a phone bank and a lot of payoff of some of the bits that we did. The theater event was, we did that in New York a couple of weeks ago. And
funny.
I'm telling you, there's...
Why autism for you?
A friend of ours, their son is well, really the heart and soul behind The Night of Too Many Stars is Robert and Michelle Smigel. And their son, Daniel, is suffering, terribly from it. And what we do with the Night of Too Many Stars benefit is not about, there are people out there that are working on cures and doing all that and doing great work. This is about services for the families that are dealing with having an autistic child.
There are many
education
more than we
teachers.
think, right?
But man, I got into this, 8 or 9 years ago, and the tentacles, the roots of it that spread out, and it's incredible. Everybody that you go, everywhere you go, on the plane out here today, the gentleman who was serving the flight attendant, my nephew, Charlie, has autism, and it's just the families, they do all they can, but they need help. People need. And
so
this
that's
is
tomorrow
about
night, and
yeah.
you can call in, and
you call in and you play. But I'm telling you, Robert Smigel is the guy behind Triumph the Inside Comic Dog and SNL, and he is the heart and soul of the content of this thing, and it's really funny. It's really smart. It's really funny. He does amazing. And then his wife, Michelle, is like just the heart and soul of the whole operation.
That was a great bit. If you support this cause, raise your hand. So now you're bidding. That was a great...
Oh, that was Carell. You know what Carell was doing? We were auctioning off that he would hold hands with a woman, and he would say her name while simulating an orgasm. That was the product. That was her bit. And Chris Rock was up there. We were auctioning off an experience where Chris Rock would tell someone your ex, he would curse them out on the phone for you. And so and that pays off on the show. And it's really something. And the money that they've raised has done real things. They set up a school at Hunter College for teachers to learn how to teach kids with autism. They've done, Robert and Michelle have done amazing work with this.
I salute you for that.
What?
I salute you.
I am not in any way an officer.
I know that. It's a phrase.
Oh, okay, because charity does not make you in any way an officer. I don't know if you knew that. That's not how you get into the Army.
We'll talk about Earth. I'm in this book, but we're not going to show you where.
Show them where.
No, I'm not.
All right. That's why Walmart won't sell it.
They won't?
No, they won't.
Because of my page?
Yeah. Isn't that sad? They will sell, like, Grand Theft Auto 4. They will sell an animated character raping and pillaging the city of Miami. They will not sell my book because of the picture of you.
We'll be back. The book is Earth. It's #1. Don't go away. You said to me before that if you ran this network, you would not have pundits, you would have analysts. What's the difference between a pundit and an analyst?
Well, a pundit has a particular agenda that's typically more partisan in nature. They're working for...
You want fairness.
Guys, well, not fairness. I just want people that can help squeeze through all the crap,
Don't
the
you think
fog.
David Gergen does a good job?
Gergen's kind of good.
Thanks. He's very good.
Yeah, but he sits in a room with 18 other people. Have you ever seen when they do with David Gergen on election night? You're literally looking at, like, what is this, the cafeteria at the YMCA? Like, you look down there, there's 800 people in the room. They're just like, let's talk to this guy. He's from Crazy People United. And by the time they get to Gergen, you're like, my eyes are bleeding. Like, I'm coughing up. I don't know what to do. And Gergen will say something that sounds sort of reasonable, but at that point, you know...
Good point.
You're peeing in the ocean. Why did I have to ruin everything? Everything was going so well, and I had to go blue. Why did I have to go blue? I shouldn't have gone blue.
It's your nature. We'll be back with our remaining moments. Watch them tomorrow night with the Autism Special. The rally is the 30th, and the book. Quick, we'll ask about the Earth right after this.
We all love
10 Eastern.
2011 Tina Fey swimsuit calendar.
What? Wow.
Obviously, this was kind of geared for the guys, but we also have for the ladies.
Oh, that's interesting. That'll be,
The book is Earth. It's #1 on the New York Times list. My picture, which is banned because it's #1 on the New York Times list. Page 39.
Settle down.
Okay. You always put one picture in so Walmart will ban it.
Yes, that's right.
This is your picture in this book.
Yeah, that's right.
It was the nude Supreme Court.
Nude Supreme Court.
In the earlier book.
Yeah. By the way, in that one, Scalia was the one swinging the pipe in that one. So you're in good company, my
What's
brother.
the concept of Earth?
What do you mean, the book?
What is the concept?
The concept is basically it's a guide.
History of the Earth?
A history, a complex and complete history, how we got here, what we accomplished while we were here, and how we left, why we left.
What led you to this? You're not a historian.
What?
You're not an
How dare you, sir?
You're not an anthropologist.
What?
What are you? You're a host of a show.
Well, if you read
This
the
is
book,
a major book.
yes, you'll see that it's mostly false. But there are a lot of very funny pictures.
It's very funny.
And isn't that the important thing?
It's a very funny book.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Are you? You're not shocked it's #1, are you? You're an American fixture, and so
You make me sound like a toilet.
back to the porta.
You're an American fixture. You're like a porcelain monument that stands alone.
I'm not supposed to say this, but a lot of people have twitted us about how long you're going to do this show.
This show?
Your show.
Oh, why? What do they know? Who's twittering? Is that how I get fired?
No,
Twitter? Is that how it happens?
No, it's an Irish guy wants it.
You know what? I love it. I feel like it's the one job I've ever had that feels like I'm able to completely immerse myself into. But it's exhausting. And sometimes, as you know, you just want to spend a little more time with people that love you at home. So, but right now, we're just trying to keep our heads down and get through all the next few.
Going to host the Academy Awards again?
Oh God, I do it. Yeah, but I don't.
They don't call in your name?
Oh, they call. We talk, but not about that. They just call. It's the Academy. How you feeling? No, listen, I have a ball when I do that. That's,
Yeah. Thank you, John.
Hey, man, thank you.
Thank you.
And it's been a pleasure and honor, and congratulations on all this.
Thank you, babe. Earth is the book. Tomorrow night is the special on autism. Half of it taped in New York, very funny, and the other half is live from here with him hosting tomorrow night. And don't forget the big rally